The fourth dimension is one of the most unimaginable places in existence, so much so that it's impossible for us, humans, to even comprehend it. But AI isn't human. So, can AI create the fourth dimension? Let's find out. But first, what exactly is the fourth dimension? Imagine the first dimension as a straight line. If you were to live in here, you could only move left or right. That said, now if you add height to this, you get the second dimension. Here, you can move left or right like the first dimension, but now you can also move up or down. Next, if you add depth to this, you have the third dimension. This is the dimension we live in. You can imagine this dimension as a cube. In this dimension, you have the freedom to move in any direction you like. Okay, but what makes the fourth dimension special? According to Einstein's theory of relativity, the thing that makes 4D special is the fact that time is the fourth dimension. But hold on, how can time be a dimension? You see, this is what makes 4D so difficult to understand. Time isn't like the other dimensions, meaning, theoretically, an organism living in 4D could see your past, future, and present, all at the same time. But how is that even possible? To better understand this, let me give you an example. Imagine an organism living in a 2D world. From our point of view, we can see everything in the organism's world all at the same time. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? But, unfortunately, it's impossible for us humans to truly imagine what 4D would look, just like we can't imagine what a new color would look like. So, I forced AI to do it for me. But before that, I ran into a big problem. Where will I run the fourth dimension? You see, to create the fourth dimension, I need a software to run it on. But unfortunately, my laptop is more than 13 years old. This means I can't use any fancy software to run the code, or else my laptop would explode. So, I began to find alternative ways to make the fourth dimension. Heck, I even tried using Roblox Studio, which didn't work out.
2,000 years later.
I was exhausted at this point, so I just straight up asked AI to tell me what to do, and it was stupidly simple. I just ran the code in the browser as a 3JS file, and here is Gemini's first creation. It's pretty good for a first generation. I like the fact that the shape of the world makes you think you're in the fourth dimension. But it's still a bit glitchy though, and feels like it's missing something. This time we have this weird 4D being following us around. But apart from that, everything else looks the same. Another thing is that now I can walk normally instead of floating around, which is better, I guess. But let's make this more interesting and add a more scarier creature and change how the whole world looks. Trust me, AI didn't disappoint. This is the third generation and I'm liking it already. The folds on the shapes and the color scheme really makes this look very scary. I can still phase through walls, but it's possible. Also, this creature looks a lot like an Enderman, which I think is cool. There's an infinite void here, which I really like. But it's a shame I can't jump in it to see what happens.